management, working with primary and secondary schools across the country. The Irish Green Schools, by the way, is operated in partnership with local authorities and is supported by the Department of Housing, Planning, Community and Local Government. In Ireland, there is comprehensive programs including preservation of water, flora and fauna, air buildings and gardens. Program not aimed, by the way, these comprehensive programs not aimed to students only, but it targets to the parents and the public too. The environmental education in Ireland transfers into projects through the students. In Singapore, there are large variety of plants and animals species. The richness of the nature demands policies for biodiversity and ecosystem preservation. In 2009, the National Parks Institution put a specific strategy and action plan titled Conserving Our Biodiversity, which aims to adopt a pragmatic approach, encourages on developing unique solutions to the massive challenges. The National Parks also adopt the holistic and comprehensive approach to include the public in bearing the responsibilities and demonstrate their duties towards the home. In USA, in the States, by the way, a large strategy for merging between people and nature for biodiversity preservation measures. The United States goal to make the environment people's priority and able to act in favor of biodiversity. The USA Schools Biodiversity Audit, assessing the level of biodiversity of flora and fauna found in schools. This includes the trees, shrubs, smaller plants and grasses, as well as birds, mammals, and small invertebrates such as spiders, insects, and how the students and teachers coexisting, this is very important, coexisting with them. The audit based on specific survey which the Eco Action team applied it for monitoring and evaluating the school community. In Germany, by the way, students going into the school with goats and to teach the importance of species and ecosystem. Every subject has a connection to biodiversity. The farmland, the garden next to it belongs to Hagenbeck High School in Berlin's northeastern district of Bangkok. Learning in gardens is more useful for kids and students in Germany. They use their hands for planting and their mind is for reasoning and thinking. The German federal government conducts cooperation between the state and the NGOs, the non-governmental organizations, in nature conservation in order to maintain on the ecosystem and biodiversity, such as the WWF, the Worldwide Fund for Nature, and the IUCN, the International Union for Conservation of Nature. Asian countries, my slogan here, roadmap in action. In Japan, there is a massive effort for environment conservation The National Biodiversity Strategy Plan 2012 to 2020 has the role for providing the Japanese roadmap for achieving a world of living in humanity with nature. After the Japanese earthquake crisis, which demanded new relationship between human and nature. In Malaysia, there is only 2% of the world's land mass, but its biodiversity of flora and fauna species makes it one of the richest countries in the world. In 2001, Malaysia became one of 12 mega countries in the world according to the Global Diversity Outlook. There are new approaches for formal and informal education in Malaysia for environmental conservation to eliminate the air pollution and water scarcity. In China, by the way, the legal system and regulations and law play an active role into environmental protection via the laws and regulations such as Article number 9 and 26 of the Constitution provides that the state protects national utilization.
Please go to the conclusion.
Okay. Okay. The solution for the African countries and the Arab countries is about safeguarding initiatives. In Egypt, there is a coherent approach for addressing the biodiversity loss, climate change, and ecosystem degradation. The initiative includes the biodiversity into how to put strategic plans for biodiversity into reality by 2050. Egypt, in terms of biodiversity maintenance, is green schools for coping up with climate change. So the benefits from all these experiences and efforts: number one, establishing green schools within each school in order to obtain a clean environment. Promote environmental initiatives to solve biodiversity problems and to put mechanisms to conserve and renew the environmental resources. Fostering environmental education curricula and the provision of agricultural places in schools and raising poultry and domestic animals that contribute to linking the child to the environment and then protecting it from pollution and species extinction.